you guys are down 12 early first half, and it just seemed like the defensive intensity picked up right there.
Mooney does a great job. Played against him when I was at the College of Charleston. It's hard to guard. It's a lot going on. Them guys, got good pace in the offense. They got a lot of shooters. But I thought we broke down, offensively a few times, made some uncharacteristic mistakes. And then defensively, we weren't necessarily executing the game plan. We weren't doing what we said we needed to do to be successful. So it took to the middle of the first half before we finally decided we're going to do what we said we need to do to be successful. We got to get over the handoffs and be physical and tough, trying to blow it up. And then, we got to take care of the ball and try to execute at a high level, be on one accord. I thought the first 10 minutes of the game, they really had us on our heels, and we were beating ourselves. I mean, they were doing a good job of beating us, but we were helping them. And I thought we cleaned that up in the middle of the first half, and I think we won probably the rest of the game, the last 28 minutes of the game.
Is that when Jaden kind of defended the ball a little more? It seemed like he attacked a little more.
Yeah, I thought it was all the guys, this total team effort. They showed a lot of good endurance and like in terms of like toughness. They just showed a lot of endurance and toughness, inner strength. It's hard to chase all that stuff and deny everything. And we said, hey, look, let's see can Quinn beat us. We're going to try to take stuff away from everybody else. Let's see can he beat us. He had a really good game, but it wasn't enough to beat us,
You had two guys with double-doubles, and there was a lot of gang rebounding from your team. How big was that just to get you guys got some second chance opportunities? How key was that for you guys?
Yeah, they played hard. They were hunting those rebounds, guys running in, trying to get second chance points. I know Prince was great. Devin, even some of the guards were running in getting rebounds. So that was just a total team effort. We thought we needed to try to attack the paint, whether it be post-ups, drives, or offensive rebounds. So they did a good job of that.
Seemed also your bench also came in there and gave a spark. Donald with the big shot right before the half. Mason he had some key shots as well. Seemed like a lot of those guys that got in.
Yeah, Mason came in and gave us a good lift. He's a fourth-year player, so we put Donald back in with 1 minute left. I'm not sure 100% why we put him in, but obviously we made the right decision because he went in with like 58 seconds, and he made that three at the buzzer. I thought that was a huge momentum going into the locker room, cutting it to 4, and then the second half we just kind of built on that last 4 minutes of the first half.
Jack.
Yeah, Coach. Mason Madison had a tough game against the Citadel. 8 minutes, 3 turnovers, no points. What do you like from him that you're able to trust him in extended minutes?
Yeah, I mean he's a veteran, so I think 4 years in college that's priceless. You can't take that away. And he's a second-year player for us, so we got a good understanding of what we're doing. The game against Citadel was uncharacteristic for him. It wasn't him. It wasn't him why I didn't play him. It was DJ Hand why I didn't play him. DJ Hand had a career game. Jaden Zachary had a career game. So those guys were playing so well, it was hard to take them off the floor. But I mean, Mason's a fourth-year player, and he got a good understanding of the game. So he really helped us today.
In the first half, it sort of felt like one of these non-conference losses from last year. How does the result and the way you guys battled back prove that this team is different?
I mean, hey, it wasn't looking good. It wasn't looking good. It wasn't going good. I was trying to figure out, should I call a timeout? Should I let them play through it? I did call a timeout once. I don't know what the situation was. Maybe we were down 12. And basically I just told them, hey guys, if they're going to beat us, let them beat us. But we can't beat ourselves. We can't. And we got to do what we say we're going to do. And let's try to execute the plan. They went out and had a better approach to what they were doing, but I think every year is different. Last year we had a lot of first-year guys. This year we got a lot of second and third-year guys. So I think just being in those situations, they remember last year too, and they know. I guess they're learning how to dig their way out of it. That's new. That's new for us. I mean, at home, being in that situation, down 12 or 14, we had to learn how to dig our way out of that situation, and we did.
Coach, Jaden was 1 for 9 until that big shot at the end. He still led the team in plus-minus at, I think it was 13. What are things that he did specifically tonight, despite struggling, that might not show up on the stat sheet?
Well, if you 1 for 9 and you're still on the floor, that means the coach must be seeing a lot of good things he likes. He is the head of, he's BC basketball, okay? So he's tough, he's gritty, he can really defend. We wanted to try to wear down their best player. So I thought he was fighting that guy every possession, making it hard for him. So I didn't even realize he wasn't making shots. I saw that he was giving great effort on defense. He was communicating, leading his team. And so, that's why he stayed out, because if you get 9 shots, it only takes about a total of a minute and 5 seconds to take 9 shots. What else are you doing with the rest of the minutes? So he do so many other things with the rest of the minutes that if he don't have a great shooting game, he still can stay on the floor and impact winning.
All right, anything else from the room? All right, we'll take the questions from Zoom.
Earl, how you doing?
Good, you?
Good, night. So 2 close wins in a row. Can you just describe, what you guys practice and, during practice that those late game situations go your way, just what you see from your team that may be different from last year in terms of pulling out those close wins so far?
I don't know. I think we just play a lot. We play a lot in practice of 5-on-5 live scenarios. We've done a few late game situations, probably not enough. But they come up in practice when we play 5-on-5. There's a lot of overtime games in practice because of the competitiveness of the 2 groups. And so, I think just playing a lot and competing in practice, that's the reason why we're able to understand how to figure it out, how to win a possession when we need to win a possession. And that's what I say about that.
2 quick ones for me. One was based on something Prince said, where he said, to know ourselves and know our identity. I know the baseline identity is to be gritty and play strong defense, but how is this team starting to form its, an idiosyncratic, part of it that makes them unique? Yeah, we played the first 2 games. I think we were between our scrimmages and the 2 games, we were averaging about 87 points a game. We were scoring a lot of points, and I want to score. I want to score a lot of points, but I know at the end of the day, you have to have a staple. You have to have something to stand on. And we have to stand on our defense to the best of our ability because it gives you a chance. Richmond had averaged 95 points before they came to this game, so I didn't want it to get in the 90s. I didn't want it to get in the 80s. So we kept it in the 60s with just great effort and togetherness. And then separately, I asked the guys about bricks. I know that's been a word that I've heard you. Just how do you define it, and how important is it for you in the defensive identity to keep getting those?
Yeah, just like I said, you got to stand, be able to have a staple, and you got to be able to stand on something. So the bricks for us is just, we want to get multiple stops, and we want to stack them as much as we can throughout the game. So hard to build a house, if you don't lay the first brick. And so you got to start somewhere, and that's what we try to do, just stack them throughout the game.